A now former Putnam County Sheriff deputy is facing child sex crime charges.
29-year-old Joshua Herron arrested this morning. Investigators say the charges stemmed from a relationship he had with a teen girl while he was working as a school resource officer. News4 Jax reporter Eric Avanier joining us live now to explain. Eric.
Well, the first time Herron was placed under investigation for sexual misconduct involving a student at the school where he worked, that investigation went nowhere because there was no evidence, and the student at the center of that investigation was not cooperating with investigators. However, when she turned 18, detectives say she came forward with a lot of information that led to a second investigation that ultimately led to Herron's arrest. Investigators say former Putnam County Deputy Joshua Herron first came under investigation a couple of years ago when the sheriff's office received a tip that Herron had been in a sexual relationship with a teenage girl. At the time, he worked as a resource officer at the high school that the girl attended.
A criminal investigation was initiated, but the anonymous claims could not be substantiated. We were unable to locate anyone who could say the anonymous information was accurate, and the victim stated that no such relationship took place.
So the investigation ended, but it was recently picked back up when the victim, who was only 15 when the relationship started, came forward to investigators after she turned 18. Sheriff DeLoach says she confirmed the initial allegations of an inappropriate relationship to be true.
The fact that the victim declined to cooperate with us or provide any information in the initial investigation is not a reflection of their character or their integrity. Victims have the absolute right to decide if they want to provide information in furtherance of a criminal investigation. Crimes such as this take an enormous emotional toll on victims, and it is up to them on how they choose to heal and whether or not they cooperate with any investigation.
Sheriff DeLoach says when Herron was questioned about the allegations the second time, he chose not to answer and then quit his job as a deputy. 2 weeks after he resigned, he was arrested. According to the arrest report, Herron and the underage girl had sex multiple times. Prior to the sexual encounters, they communicated via social media. Investigators say he created a fake social media account. The report states that he took pictures and videos of the girl with his cell phone and then sent her those images through that fake account. The report also states that the two exchanged sexual images. The man who once put people in jail for committing crimes now finds himself in jail on charges that have left his former boss infuriated.
Herron does not represent the law enforcement community any longer and is a disgrace to our profession. I'm personally disgusted that he once wore the same uniform we all do. Now, the sheriff went on to say that they are reviewing the former deputy's cases to see if his arrest would negatively impact any of those cases. Reporting live, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.